it's one of those things that, you know, this is why they do it. That feeling of victory, nothing beats it.
Caroline Marks created history by being the youngest to qualify for the Tour. And last year was her rookie season, winning Rookie of the Year and finishing number 7 in the world. Always pushing each other all around the Hawaiian Islands. Moving quickly, though, is Carissa Moor trying to line up this wedge. Moore, late takeoff, now controlling it off the bottom, first turn. Little backside hack off the top. Room for a second turn before she gets to the sand. Great execution on the two-turn combo.
Yeah, that was beautiful there for Carissa Moor. You could see the intent when she was paddling into that wave. Sense of urgency, grabs that rail on the takeoff, and then the beautiful bottom turn, that top turn snap. Didn't quite connect like she probably would like to have, but a good way to start nonetheless. Going to build that confidence up. Stress levels are up through the roof, but I love it when that world title race comes down to the last event.
Oh, so many great seasons celebrating world champions. WSL been crowning champs for over 40 years. As we look at an up and out for Carissa Moor. Really interesting, when Caroline was just growing up, she started sharing similar sponsors as Carissa, and that makes sense, being her favorite surfer. And have a couple of big heats.
Yeah, you never give away, you know, all your secrets, I suppose, but you know, Caroline's she's such a warrior. I think she looks and watches and learns from that. I'm not sure Carissa would actually say, hey, do this, do that. And she just leads by example. Here we go.
Beautiful takeoff for the goofy foot. Marks hits that first section off the lip. Ton of foam and froth. That thing's going to shut down. The maneuver option there, but Moor's in rhythm. Pulling in on the takeoff. And that thing got messy quick. So Moor goes down. Opening ride of 5.0. Caroline will be scored on her opener. Different
back then, I suppose, but you know, you always fear those young surfers. They don't have any pressure. You know, they've got nothing to lose, and that's the exciting part, to be that young phenom coming on. Everyone's scared of you. No one really wants to show their cards, and yeah, you learn a lot very fast.
She's got a big shot of getting some room heading into Portugal.
Yeah, she sure does. Here we go, having a look at this one.
Already had the 5 on the backhand. She wanted to get the pit on the right. She'll have to get out of there.
Well, there's, as you said, there's 30,000 points left on offer, Joe. You've got 10,000 here, then off to Peniche, and then Hawaii.
Locking into the barrel, getting a beautiful line. Carissa Moor makes it.
Wow. That is not what Caroline wanted to hear. The crowd lighting up. Carissa throwing her hands up in the air. That was touch and go there for a minute, Joe, but an incredible tube rider she is.
Once she gets the job done.
Yeah, slides in nice and clean, straight into the barrel, driving through multiple sections and comes out. The crowd absolutely love it. Carissa Moor, again, this is a beautiful angle right here. Nice and deep, completely disappears. Comes flying out the end. Now, you've got to say that's excellent surfing. Just the position, the wave selection, and then to go through it and complete it. I mean, that could have spelled disaster a number of times there. Carissa fights her way out and kicks out before that wave dry docks itself on the beach. Incredible stuff there from Carissa Moor.
And on the shore break, held that perfect line. Caroline needs an answer. Marks setting up a bottom turn. She's running out of space, getting close to the beach. Quick little ride in the pocket, but had to eject as she ran out of water. And Italo Ferreira, you can't say enough about Leo's comeback to the jersey. Not just getting the ball rolling on the CT, but turning in one of his best performances in his entire career. Coming very close to his first CT final. Holding the rail on the backhand. Carissa Moor turning this final into a shootout of her own. Got an 8-6 on her right. Trying to improve on her 5 on the left. She's done that, Potts.
How comfortable does she look, Joe? I mean, this is not an easy place to master.
Here's a backhand version for Moor.
Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. Gone, comes out nice and clean, and still have that time to kick out. This is a great angle here. You can see how she pulls in, disappears behind the curtain, comes out untouched. Just such control there from Carissa Moor. She is looking very, very dangerous here this afternoon. Look at that tube stance, absolutely perfect. Body position, squares the shoulders up nicely, uses that hand on the rail just for that extra point of contact, and stays behind the curtain as long as she can. Great stuff there from Carissa Moor. I think we're going to see another great score get dropped. Maybe not as long as the right-hander, so we might not see it go as high as that 8.6, but I reckon it's going to be in the 8-point range nonetheless.
There's a lot of consequence on the inside, managing that work deep in the pit. Big numbers coming through for Riss, and Caroline comes off a frontside car before she hits the beach.
Wow, so far 2 judges are loving Carissa's last ride as Caroline finishes off on the sand.
Carissa Moore, world number 1, trying to light up this left-hander with a beautiful backside snap, still with a massive lead from big barrels on her backhand and forehand, and she's just showing off now, Potts.
Yeah, now she's just starting to have a little bit of fun, Joe. A couple of big scores in her scoreline, a 9 and an 8.6. So for her to better her situation, she's going to need something very, very special. Around about an 8-point ride to get herself back into the heat.
Driving into this left-hand wall, going for the throw-tail reverse. Great idea, Caroline, to get back in this heat. And wins out here. You can think about Lane Beachley, Chelsea Georgeson, Carissa trying to join those big names. Also Stephanie Gilmore watching that blast in the pocket. Carissa Moore. Amazing ability to hit it as hard as she can, knowing she doesn't really have a runway to ride out of there. More comfortable than I've seen her in a very long time.
That's it. Exactly right, Joe. As I said, strange things happen out here.
That was interesting last year. Caroline was knocked in at equal 13th spot in her rookie debut in France, as she has recovered beautifully now to a final. Frontside carve, and Caroline's out. Coming from Melbourne Beach, Florida, was able to run across the street to jump in the water to surf. Carissa Moore, up and out, just pulling into the closeout. Has to be feeling amazing. With a 9.86 with such a massive lead, the combo hasn't been broken yet. What's going through Carissa's mind right now, Potts?
Yeah, late drop there for Caroline. Go for it attitude. I love it. There's no holding back, is there? Not at this stage. Not in the final against Carissa Moore. Not when you need a combination of 17.60. You know, everyone else like that.
Little wedge popping up for Carissa Moore with priority. Enjoy this little up and out. Thought she was going to belt the lip, opt to kick out, keep that board nice and clean. Viola said there's no surprises with their equipment.
That's right, Carissa Moore, you have just clinched your 3rd Roxy Pro title. What is it about this place that you feel so comfortable with? That was insane. Oh man,